Hi, I'm Mark Galliford. I'm Area Care Operative 2 for Middlesbrough Borough Council. A few years back, there was issues at home and at work that got me down. Unfortunately, I did go way down the dark hole and attempt suicide, actions and thoughts. I was involved with the crisis team for a few years, I suppose, on and off, and just got on with things. I'm getting back on the level with doing things as the man shed, which is wood joinery and red car, part of footsteps people, and doing things like that just to help people so they don't go down like I was, and to go forward for myself and other people. Work-wise, I just didn't feel good enough. I went for promotion. I wasn't good enough to even get an interview, so that got me down, and things like that, and I just started feeling worthless at work, which was not going to affect. I felt worthless at home, that I wasn't good enough for my wife and my son, and it just all built up and just got me down till one day I was at work, I was out on the job, and I was basically doing some bins in an area where I work, and I just broke down, dragging the bags behind me, with a little coming out, got back to my works van, crying, vomiting. Foreman came out at the time and we spoke a while, and things from then, and personal wise it just went a bit pear-shaped as well, and I did try and take my own life one time over near Blackpool on the estuary. I was out on the estuary for about nearly 4 hours, and wife was ringing, and then I just came up, and I used the phrase of, I suppose someone likes me up there. I'm not a religious person, but I just came off, I was crying, my wife was crying, put my arms up and I said, I need help. It's not an effect of a suicide. It's not, you may think so negative and think you're a waste of space, and that's it, but it's not an effect of the people you will leave behind. And that's what made me come back through the brambles, walk back down to my mother's where I was staying at the time, and since then I was, as I say, doing Alliance with counselling and just seeking help through things like that. I went to Alliance, I think 3 times, one-to-one conversation, that helped me. I was in a darkness of, when Alliance came round, they were saying I was Middlesbrough, Redcar, Stockton. I didn't want to be in Middlesbrough. I didn't want the stigma of people me see going into I think it's Queenway Centre near the BBC, and people like pointing fingers, so I chose to go to Stockton. And when I came back one time, a member of staff, the first time I met them, turned around and called me a coward for attempting suicide. That is his opinion. It was, in my eyes now, as I look back, it wasn't the right person to say that to me, but that was their opinion. But it's not the right thing to say, someone who has just been in that dark hole and coming up and out, which is what hopefully I am going to do and stay out. I went to cognitive behaviour, but that was in Redcar, and again that was for me to make my own way there, so it was out of the work of people at work or whatever else, and things like that, so I felt more comfortable and chilled out, and that's why I chose them areas to go. And the information needs to be out there for people to find out, and that's where posters, flyers and things like this will help, hopefully, a lot of people in the borough and the bigger circle. And when I was involved with the crisis team, a certain gentleman I still need to go say thank you to, when I go down to Kirkleatham, directed me there. The men's shed, particularly one I go to, is just, well, I say just a group of lads and lads mainly, and mature men. Cafe room, join a shop, you learn new skills. If you don't want to do the things, you just sit and chill mag, watch TV, go on the laptops, whatever you can just do. There was a gentleman we buried back end of last year. He taught me how to turn pens, and my way of putting it back is now I've taught his widow how to turn pens. There's things like that. Middlesbrough do have one, I believe, but I think that's more horticultural, and a bit of furniture repairing. I'm going to look into that to see if I can help out maybe and so that. And if I can help out with things like that, and also I think it would help where you get time off to go somewhere like Alliance or whatever that are, if someone finds something like dementia or something similar to that, that you're allowed to go, I put my holidays in and what we do bank time in for my benefit. People say, what are you wasting time for? I'm not wasting my time, it's for me. It's to make me better and be a better person and a stronger person. That's why I do it. I'll do what makes me feel warm inside and on my body. Talk to someone. They need to talk. You box it in. It's not a question of being a big brave boy. It's just to be talk, and there is help out there for people, and just to find it. But you've got to look and proceed when you do find it on your actions and carry on and work. It's just what I'm trying to do and doing. You know.